Hello everybody and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600 and the 14th race in our 2023 NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode Season number 2, episode number 50 overall of the Career Mode. Big milestone there as you get ready to get underway here with the Coke 600 race we won last season. Door banging Brad Keselowski, the finish. What will happen this season? As our stories of the race, Todd Gilliland is having a stellar weekend. Ryan Blaney's arrival, as we know, and Ty Gibbs failed tech inspection, so he'll start at the rear for today's race alongside myself. We will begin in the number 99 Jockey Chevrolet from 39th, and Gibbs will line up alongside us in 40th. As you're green and underway in the Coca-Cola 600, trying to get win number 7 on the season here. And we get 2 in a row, no less, as well as we won the Darlington Goodyear 400 last time out, trying to go back-to-back with the Darlington and Coke 600 wins. That's huge for us here this early point of the season. Now we make some contact. Ty Gibbs, he's really squeezing us down. He's a rival, so I said I'm done with him. Hit him contact just enough to make Ty Gibbs go spinning head on to the outside wall behind us. A hard crash for Ty Gibbs. He is wiped out. He is done, and his day of contending for the victory is over today. So now we're battling BJ McLeod and Shane Van Gisbergen. 3 wide here for position and number 36 on the racetrack here. Is trying to work our way forwards early in this race, get some track position. SVG struggling a little bit. He's been on and off on the ovals here, of course, in his first full-time season of Cup Series competition. As we go by him and BJ McLeod, they're chasing down Harrison Burton and Corey LaJoy. So we get by Burton on the inside for 35th, and now work on the inside of LaJoy for 34th. We'll easily take that position, and might as well take the inside JJ Yaley as well, moving to 33rd, going by Runwick Rare Racing Car. The next one directly in front of us, that is Justin Haley in the 51 machine. So 22 to go in stage 1. We'll now dive to the inside of Justin Haley and move into position number 32. And continue our charge on forward. So the next car up is Alex Bowman, running surprisingly bad, all the way down in 31st here. Is he's typically a very good 600 racer. This is a terrible qualifying effort. He's got his work cut out for him, as do we. Go underneath Bowman and Stenhouse 2 for 1 special through 3 and 4. We get stuck behind the 14 Chase Briscoe, so we decided to take our momentum, go to the middle, 3 wide. Coming out of turn 4, the 14, the 47, and trigger the outside of the 2 is Cindric. We squeeze 3 wide through the corner. This is not going to work. 6 around, a big cut out, 3 squeeze together. There goes the 2 is Cindric. Around he goes, into the wall we go. Cindric wipes out hard. He's crashing behind us, and the caution will wave for the first time today here in the Coke 600. Now on the restart, we restart back in 29th. Now we work our way by Stenhouse and Hocevar now after that incident with Austin Cindric. Just got the 3 wide squeeze. This didn't work. Now we go 3 with Hocevar and Austin Dillon, continuing to move further up the field in contention. Now up into position number 26. Not quite, still 27th. Hocevar fighting, hanging tough on our outside lane. Hocevar doing a great job as a rookie, just hanging in there, learning, just again the knowledge that he needs to become a successful Cup Series driver in the future here for Spire Motorsports, a young growing team. So 17 going to stage 1. Him and his teammate Zane Smith, who's actually also our Alliance teammate. His Trackhouse leased him out over there at Spire, that number 71 and better Chevrolet. Then we go the inside of Zane, go by him. Work by Hocevar. Now go the inside of Todd Gilliland for 24th. We make that pass. Now chase down Priest for 23rd. Can't quite make that pass. Gilliland will stay on the outside. We'll go 3 wide. You get to the inside of Ryan Priest with that run on the exit of turn 4. We go by Priest. Now to to work again on the inside of Gilliland here for 23rd with 16 to go in stage 1. We do the inside here through 1 and 2. Myself, Gillen, Josh, Barry. Looks like we'll be in the midst of a 3 wide battle, but Gillen checks up. We go by Gillen, try to go the middle of Barry and McDowell. McDowell squeezes and we send it. There's McDowell crashing hard behind us. The 34 completely wipes out. Michael McDowell is destroyed. We stay green and continue racing. Next lap, we chase down Noah Gregson for a top 20 spot. We send it underneath him, make that pass. Hemrick pins us out of the apron. We narrowly make this pass where we have to shove Hemrick up the track. He just clips the wall, and we do secure position number 19. A few laps there. We've caught AJ Allmendinger to go the inside of him for 18th place now, as this would be up 19 or 21 from the start of this race. We started in 39th. Now we clear AJ Allmendinger with a little bit of forceful contact there for 18th. And so 21 stops will be in this race. Next lap later, cars coming in for scheduled green flag pit stops here near the end of stage 1. So we move up to 10th, and the next lap later we come for our pit stop. We come in flying in hot. We get right down to pit road speed limit. A perfect execution. Pit road entry right there, caught right up to all the guys in front of us, coming for a 4 tires and fuel and adjustments pit stop. Going to be 15.1 seconds. This Trackhouse crew doing a tremendous job this season so far, and it continues once again here in the Coca-Cola 600. They clean pit stop, going to get us back out on the racetrack in great track position in front of the 9 of Chase Elliott and all those other guys that we were around. Great job right there. We currently are scored on the racetrack in 10th. A whole bunch of guys are coming through here to make some passes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cars can go right by. We go all the way down to 17th on the leaderboard. Chastain, Jones, Bell, Hamlin, Byron, among those who had just been the lap before and now stayed out this extra lap, who get around us quite easily. Now we're currently 17th, trying to chase these guys down for these positions on the racetrack. Got Chase Elliott chasing us down from behind as well, as he's hungry to get some positions back on the racetrack. He's that one win, but since it's been pretty silent, as we go by pit road, we jump into 15th place, making 2 more passes. So now this is a battle for a top 15 position here at Charlotte. Elliott right on our bumper. Elliott giving us a huge shot, moves us completely all the way down the racetrack, so a tiny little block, and Elliott loses control, goes crashing hard to the inside wall. Chase Elliott, a hard head-on impact. He is destroyed and will be out of this race. So Chase Elliott will pretty much be out of contention. He'll still be in the race, but pretty much be out of contention, though, for the victory. It's a tough season so far for Chase Elliott. He's making a few more passes, going by some guys at pit road, now up to 14th with 7 to go on the stage. Next later, we're into 13th as the one of Ross Chastain, our teammate, has blown a tire. The engine's expired all in one. That car is destroyed. We got by him. You hate to see it for the teammate Chastain. As last out of stage 1, John Hunter Nemechek wins stage 1 in surprising fashion here in the Coke 600. Great job for the rookie. We come home in 13th, gaining a solid 26 spots in the opening stage of racing. But Nemechek, your stage 1 winner after a strong run there. He's been doing really impressive so far for him this season in that new Toyota Legacy Motor Club operation there. So now we restart in 13th here, 22 to go in stage 2, beginning of the stage. We try to now work our way by the 8 of Kyle Busch and the 20 of Christopher Bell and try to get into the top 10 for the first time today under legitimate green flag conditions. Now we go by Busch, worked by Eric Jones down the back stretch. That allows for 11th. We get to Bell. We're going to go send to the inside of Bell and Keselowski through 3 and 4. Keselowski puts us down the apron a little bit too much and we spin! Keselowski pinches us. We go spinning through 3 and 4, crashing Blaney around, Busch around as well, and cautions out. Josh Berry slams into us right there. And we are completely demolished after Brad Keselowski gave us no room whatsoever and completely wrecked us here at the Coke 600 at the pit, dropped all the way back to 33rd on the grid. Have to gain all that track position back that we had gained in stage 1. And it's just really frustrating, and I'm telling you, I'm going to get back at him. I'm not going to forget that, and Brad Keselowski right now is #1 on the payback list, and I'm driving pissed off now. I mean, we're driving motivated as hell. Brad Keselowski made a mistake doing that, as you poke the bear, and you don't want to see what happens next as he's going down. As there we go, make some passes to the back end of the top 30 here, going by BJ McLeod for the top 30 spot. We go the inside of him, tried to go the inside of Justin Haley as we cleared McLeod. We had a little bit of contact, but we'll pass Haley and Berry for 28th here into 1 and 2, trying to get by Austin Dillon. We have to settle in for shoving him down the back stretch to keep the bottom lane. And then he gets blocked again by Corey LaJoie. So I finally go to the bottom of Austin Dillon. So I'm just sick of him driving like an absolute buffoon. So we just absolutely send it in 3 and 4. Get a 3-for-1 special presented by jockeys. We go right by LaJoie, Josh Berry, and Austin Dillon. Now working on 25th for Ryan Preece. For a top 25 position. Could not quite get that one down. But in the 1 and 2, we will now go the inside of Ryan Preece and make that pass here. Chase down his teammate Chase Briscoe. The next car up ahead, we will easily clear Ryan Preece here. And chase down Chase Briscoe for 24th. John Hunter Nemechek continuing to lead and really dominate this race, being very impressive. And as soon as I say that, Denny Hamlin takes the lead away from him. As now we go by Briscoe for 24th, catch up to Ricky Stenhouse for 23rd on the racetrack. We get around him. And Zane Smith up next in 22nd. We're slowly but surely working our way back up in the top 20, back up into contention. We do have fresher tires and more fuel than everyone else because of that caution for us being completely just destroyed by Brad Keselowski. And so it helps us on the strategy end here as I go to the inside of Ryan Blaney for position number 21 into 3 and 4. We will make that pass. He'll squeeze us though down the apron, and then he just gets back underneath us, and the caution will come out. So Zane Smith comes down pit road. Everyone else stays out. So on the restart in 21st, already go by the 48 of Bowman. Hemrick and Gregson rapid fire on the restart all the way up into 17th place. Now behind the 16 of AJ Allmendinger, give him a shot. Draft up behind him and Hocevar. They decide to go 3 wide down this back straightaway underneath Allmendinger and Hocevar for a top 15 position into turn 3 and 4. We'll make that pass no problem and set our sights on Todd Gillen having a very strong day running 14th here. Great run for him in the Coke 600. Of course, it's a race of endurance. Make sure your car can go all the way and you can go all the way and be your absolute best at the end of the race. So 9 to go in stage 1. We continue to fight Hocevar for the spot. Or sorry, stage 2. We continue to fight Hocevar for the spot. Clear Hocevar for 15th. Gets the inside. Todd Gillen. Contact made. He really pushes us, squeezing Todd Gillen out of the room. Almost puts Gillen in the fence. This Hocevar is being so aggressive on the pushes. I thank him for getting the position, but I didn't mean to get into Gillen there. So we're in the 14th. I'm going to go the inside of Riley Earps for 13th. Through turn 3 and 4 here. We really pinch him up the racetrack, but we will nudge ahead here, coming down to the start-finish line. Now it is 6 to go in stage 2. We go the inside of Earps, fighting for that position on the racetrack, trying to make that pass, and we do. No problem right there. Chasing down now Bell and Jones, the next 2 guys we are coming up on passing. And that is for 11th and 12th on the racetrack. We finally recovered our track position, getting right back to where we were right when Keselowski took us down. Now fighting Kyle Busch for 10th. We get into him, and a whole wave of cars going to come down pit road. That is about 7 or 8 of them. Jumps all the way up to 4th place, fighting for 3rd with Christopher Bell here, being really squeezed out of room by the 20, being an absolute bully because he's a rival. Like that was Eric Jones gives us a shot, makes us a little awkward and going into the corner. Kyle Busch now give us a push through the corner, but way too high up the racetrack. We almost get the wall. We really have to lift out of the throttle with Kyle Busch. We both managed to survive, and we go into 5th, and a big check up here. Chris Buescher's out of gas. We somehow dart to the inside to get by him, Jones, and Bell. Now catching down Tyler Reddick, who's coming in for his scheduled green flag pit stop, and he will pit, and we'll take the lead for the first time today in the Coke 600. We are leading the race in P1 with 4 to go in stage 2. Next lap later, we're going to come in for our scheduled green flag pit stop here. We come in very hot, but get perfectly right down to pit road speed limit. Another beautiful pit entry coming for fuel only here because of Zane Smith's strategy call. He's going to stay out because remember, he had that caution. He pitted. We did not, so we come in 3 seconds. Fuel only. Come out of the pits. Currently scored in 2nd. Zane Smith, the leader, trying to stay on the lead lap, so I try to merge onto the track as quickly as possible here. And the caution will come out here, ending stage 2 prematurely. Zane Smith gets a stage 2 victory. We are 2nd, followed by a whole bunch of guys. So interesting, only 2 of us on the lead lap, so myself and Zane Smith both pit, but everybody else gets a free pass and wave around pretty much. So we will cycle out through the race leader here with 24 to go in stage 3 as we clear Zane Smith on the restart and look to drive away with the 3rd stage. After a brilliant strategy call. A few laps there now, we're trying to hold off Byron and Nemechek, 2 lap cars behind us, as is Brad Keselowski. You're under heavy fire, and remember, Brad Keselowski wrecked us earlier for 3 and 4, so we're going to start our revenge right there. Big kind of hit to Keselowski. He spins, and Keselowski will go spinning behind us. In the outside, a hard hit, and he's going to start sending cars spinning everywhere. Keselowski completely wiped out. The big one strikes, and the caution will wave. So we get our revenge on Brad Keselowski, and check that off the list of things to do today. Now we're trying to hold off Denny Hamlin a few laps later on the next restart, but we cannot do that, and Hamlin gets right back around us, and Hamlin will move into the race lead here. Charles Hughes couldn't hold him off a few laps there. Hamlin comes in for a scheduled pit stop. We get back around him and get back into the race lead here at the Coke 600, but the next lap later we will come in for our scheduled green flag pit stop, this time being a lot more conservative on the pit entry, getting on pit road speed limit a lot slower. And so we come in for a 4 tires, just all the works. Full pit stop here, 15.3 ETA. Pit crew doing a great job. Gets us once again another good stop. A little slower than I would like. A little bit, preferably 15.51 is the goal, but we come out in a great spot of the pits. Currently scored in position number 2 behind Michael McDowell as we merge back onto the racetrack here. You can see there's some traffic coming, probably other lead lap cars. We're going to try to slide up in front of them and block them here. It'll be a very risky call. Caution, though, will come out, so we stay out, jump into the race lead here, trying to hold off Chris Buescher on the street. So he gets underneath us, makes a slight bit of contact, and Dorchheis is coming out of 4. I hit him back because I don't appreciate that. Now he gets loose. He slams us on the wall hard. We go down the 45 with Tyler Reddick. Reddick goes spinning to the inside wall, back up the track. Big kind of Kyle Busch in the air, upside down. Kyle Busch goes flipping. And the caution comes out here in a wild turn of events at Charlotte. We will once again restart alongside the front row with Buescher 2 to go in stage 1. I just dump him straight out, absolutely right hook him into the fence, cause a huge crash behind us, which will bring out the caution and giving us a stage 3 victory and another playoff point to our monstrous total. As that was just me being sick of the way the rivals were racing me all day. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just said, Chris Buescher, I didn't appreciate how he put me in the wall and caused me to wreck innocent Tyler Reddick, who definitely did not deserve that. And so I just straight up took care of him, just dumped him, and got us a stage win, which is an added benefit in the process. But I'm just not taking the rival shit anymore. I'm just not going to take it, and that's how it's going to be. So now we're fighting Larson for 8th on this restart with some guy staying up to his strategy. He pinches us into the wall, and once again, I'm not taking their shit. So I just dump Kyle Larson and trying to go low to avoid him. Poor Zane Smith gets turned around as well, and there's another 5-6 car crash. Caution comes out again. So we'll restart in 8th with the other guys who stayed out on the racetrack like Kyle Busch, Daniel Hemrick, Bubba Wallace, Josh Berry, Corey LaJoie, I think, JJ Yaley, and Ryan Blaney. The next 7 guys we got to get around here to get some position, stay in contention for this victory here as we have the track position. Just the wrecks and the rivals have been in pain. So here comes Ryan Preece on our inside trying to take 8th away, but we get a great draft from Kyle Busch. Try to make a little bit of contact there with Preece. Go 4 wide for a second, now down to 3 wide with Busch and Bubba. Make those passes, move into 6th now on the inside of JJ Yaley because we're certainly not being beat by a Rick Ware car. Go by him to get in the top 5. Now work on the inside of the rookie Josh Berry for 4th. And we'll make that pass no problem. Now we work by Corey LaJoie for 3rd. Make that pass super easy as well as carving through the front part of the field here. Soon enough, he'll be in lead. Go to the inside now, the 31 of Daniel Hemrick for position number 2. Having a rare good run for him in the Cup Series here in his first season back with Colleague Racing. As he pinches us down low, we hit the apron, and that's a smart move on him. That moves up the racetrack, up and out of the way. He gets to our inside. We make contact down the straightaway. I take it a bit too personally. And again, this door of Daniel Hemrick sending him spinning down the front stretch into the outside wall with JJ Yaley. They'll go crashing. Hemrick and Yaley destroyed. Caution out on lap 80. We start in 2nd alongside Ryan Blaney with just 17 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600. Who will be victorious? Will we go back-to-back, or will Ryan Blaney get his first Coca-Cola 600 win of his career? We will see. We are door checking each other here down through turn 1 and 2, trying to clear him on the outside lane. I know him to be squeezed here. He's squeezing me, so I send him all the way down the apron. Hold him off. We both merge back on the racetrack. We take the lead away with that move right there, clearing Blaney and Bubba Wallace. But now we hit the apron, which costs us all that we just gained right there. Blaney right back to the inside. A clean move. A little bit of contact. Blaney right back into the lead. We have to settle in the second few laps later. We have caught Blaney. We chase him back down. Move to the inside lane. Trying to make this pass to get the race lead back. We get into each other. Big contact here next to the turn 4. More contact being made. Really a physical battle between myself and Ryan Blaney. He currently has it 14 to go, and he will clear once again for that position. But we will once again send it into turn 1 and 2. Another dive bomb trying to make this pass. Exit of turn 2 here. We have a bit of momentum. We slide up. More contact. We get really loose. We save it. Blaney holds the lead again. Just really being physical, fighting for this lead. Now we go to the inside through 3 and 4, trying to make this pass. He pins us super low. We save it on the apron where we did not earlier hit Blaney. He goes sideways and he saves it. What a save by Ryan Blaney. Moved back into the race lead with 13 to go. A few laps later, now with just 11 to go, trying to hold off Hamlin and Bowman, who have caught us, in a caution will wave. So a lot of pit stops, pit strategy happening. Hemrick, Busch, and Hocevar stay out and jump, or don't stay out, but they adjust their pit strategy to jump to 1, 2, 3. We pit, restart here in 4th. Hemrick already loose there with that contact. It's an intense battle taking place for the win here in the closing laps here at the Coke 600. We get to the outside of Carson Hocevar, trying to move into 2nd, get the shove from Daniel Hemrick. As we try to make this pass here through 3 and 4 on the outside of Hocevar behind Kyle Busch. Couldn't quite do it, got too high up the racetrack there, lost too much momentum. Luckily we hang on in front of Bowman. Once again, back to the outside of Carson Hocevar, trying to make this pass. And now into 1 and 2 now. We are once again on the outside of Carson Hocevar, still side by side, having an intense battle. Myself and Hocevar right now, really getting after it here down this backstretch. We make a little bit of contact. So I'm getting kind of frustrated. He's holding me up. He's allowing Kyle Busch to just drive away with this race and the victory here. But I don't want to let that happen. I want to have a say. So we are once again trying to clear Carson Hocevar on the outside. We get a huge run next to turn 4, go high to break the draft, and we narrowly are going to clear Carson here down the front stretch, which is what we desperately need to. 6 to go. Now just 3 laps to go. Here comes the 48 of Bowman, the 24 of Byron. 4-car battle for leads. We have caught Kyle Busch now, just down to a 10th of a second. Huge run. We get to the inside left rear quarter panel of Kyle Busch. We have a shot at the lead in the win, boys. We are in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Fighting Kyle Busch for the Coca-Cola 600 victory into 3 and 4. Coming to 2 to go. We send it in. He's on the outside. We're going to be side by side. Drag race next to the corner. We temporarily get ahead for the lead, but Busch with the side draft will lead at the line. Just 2 laps to go here in the Coke 600. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be myself, Busch, Bowman, Byron, Truex, or Bubba? We have a 6-car group here all fighting for the win. We have momentum through 1 2. We clear Kyle Busch. We could go too aggressive, bounce off the wall into Byron sideways. Byron saves it, but he almost wrecks, tossed himself a ton of momentum, knocks himself and Wallace way out of the mix. Now myself, we have now cleared Kyle Busch, and we are driving away with the lead. White flag. Final laps of my Credit One Bank in the Coca-Cola 600. What a wild turn of events in the closing laps as we chase down Kyle Busch, make the pass, are now in position to go back-to-back in the 600 and back-to-back once again this season for win number 7 and a wild last lap turn of events. As you go through turn 3 and 4 for the final time, Busch and Bowman just run out of time, not enough momentum, back to the line. We are going to hold on and go back-to-back in the Coca-Cola 600 of the win. We get the win with a late race charge, getting around Kyle Busch and holding off the pack behind us. Now we will burn it down in celebration for win number 7 on the sophomore campaign of the career mode. How about that? What a drive. What a drive that was. Dealt with all the rivals. A lot more wrecks than I would have liked to admit that I caused. But that was a part of it. So I'm just not going to deal with what the rivals, in the game do. I'm just going to give back what they give to me, except with a higher intensity. So that's just how this thing works. And we are the last. Look who's laughing now. It's us. We're in victory lane, burning it down. Had a clean, mostly clean final laps battle there between myself and Kyle Busch, and now we celebrate in victory lane with the crew. Look at your final race results. Of course, myself, your winner for the 7th time this season. Again, back-to-back Coke 600 wins. You love to see it. Alex Bowman, your runner-up. Great run for him. Truex in 3rd. Kyle Busch in 4th. And Bubba Wallace around out your top 5. William Byron in 6th. Denny Hamlin 7th. Great career best finish for Carson Hocevar in 8th. A great run for the rookie there. Followed up by another rookie, Josh Berry in 9th. And Ty Gibbs also comes from the back, as well as myself, to round out your top 10 in position number 10 tonight. Now we look through 11 through 20 from the race results. Shout out to Riley Earps. Ran top 15, top 5 at parts of the day, and ends up with a 12th place finish. Great job for him and that team. So shout out to Earps. And then 21st through 30th, Nemechek and Zane Smith, the stage winners, end up 22nd and 26th. Not the finishes they were looking for. Then DNFs for McDowell, Jones, Chastain, and SVG. Elliott ends up 2 laps down in 36th, and Blaney ends up 33rd. Not the way he wanted to end this race. And I really like to update the point standings, where we will, of course, extend our regular season championship lead over William Byron to a comfortable 161 points. And then, of course, other drivers with wins. Truex has 2 wins. Hamlin, Elliott, Keselowski, Allmendinger, and Chastain all have wins this season. The other drivers who are comfortably in on points, you have William Byron, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, and Bubba Wallace, all inside the top 10 of points, who are currently in the playoffs. And then following them in, you have Chris Buescher, John Hunter Nemechek, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney, with Josh Berry, Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Preece being the first 4 below the cut line. And here are the rest of the point standings. Now the fastest lap of the race goes to Chris Buescher, and of course we led the most laps, seeing 24 laps, and we're the on-the-move driver of the day, up from last to first challenge, complete. Up 38 spots on the day of the great run. Tough break goes to Eric Jones, losing 34 from 4th to 38th. Tough day for Legacy after starting so strong. Now the playoff grid, we are comfortably in with 7 wins. Truex has 2. Denny, Chase, Brad, AJ, and Ross all have 1. Byron has been comfortably in on points all year, just like he was last season, continuing to do the same. Then Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, and Nemechek looking pretty good right now. Then Joey Logano sits plus 17 above the cut line. Blaney is plus 10. Josh Berry out by 10. Gibbs out by 23. Reddick out by 27. Preece out by 35. And Hocevar out by 44. So until the next episode of Gateway, I hope you all have a good one.